Hello, hello, hello. I hope everybody's doing good. This is David Young, also known as Lyricist. Welcome to the Coffee and Convo podcast. I hope everybody is off to a great start with their day. Focus. That's one of my main topics today is focusing. I've been super focused. I gave myself a week off from doing, podcasts and everything, but I'm getting back to it. And the reason why I did that, because I want to recalibrate, make sure I'm ready to keep this content rolling. But I gave myself time off to focus on the content, and I'm also to take care of some business. When I step into something, man, I am 100% focused, and I don't let there be any distractions. Not that my podcast is a distraction. It's just the fact that I take my focus to a whole nother level. I don't even let anything interrupt that. So for me, I'm just super focused on, any task that's laid in front of me, and like for me, like right now, I'm handling, one of my newer business ventures, and it requires a lot of my attention, a lot of activity, a lot of, phone calls and, pretty much whatever it takes to execute at that moment. But what I'm going to talk about today is tunnel vision. You have to have tunnel vision for anything that you plan on being successful in. Anything that you want to excel in, anything that you want to be great in requires you to have tunnel vision. And for me, it's a must that I give my energy to everything, 100%. I don't make excuses. I do exactly what needs to be done, because if something falls apart, I know exactly who to blame, for that. And like for me, less is best. Less people involved means a better, chance of me knowing how to get it done. And if I didn't get it done, I know that it was something I should have done. I know it seems to be like a situation where I'm being hard on myself, but it's not. Because just think about it like this: the more hands that you have in the pot, the more presence that you have in a project, especially a project that you're passionate about. If it doesn't go right, you don't have the ability to blame anybody but yourself. So, I partner up with a lot of people. I do a lot of things, but at the end of the day, if it's something that I'm passionate about, I'm 100% focused on it, and I'm giving my all. And if it's something that I need to go back to the drawing board with, I'm 100% fine with that. I don't want to have to, go back to the drawing board, but go back to the drawing board with a partner, and I had to wait for them to do their part, and I had to, do my part, and then their 50 meets my 50, and then we are able to get the job done. No. If it's something that requires me to step up 100%, and it's 100% on me, then I'm going back to the drawing board. I'm going back to, my resources, and I'm added to those resources if necessary. But tunnel vision is 100% on you. You're able to just give your all to it, focus on it. I mean, even if it takes man hours to, just study and, bring whatever weapon you need to the table to conquer that task at hand. And like for me, like right now, I'm proud of myself because I took a brand that was once, lifeless, because I didn't know what to do with it. And I started it under a new vision, and now I'm scaling and expanding. And, taking that brand and doing something with it, I had my failures. I had my, my pitfalls along the way. But a failure is not a failure as long as you breathe, and it's a lesson. I've said that in other podcasts. So I stay focused, and I tapped into something that made me want to take it to a whole nother level. And that's what I did. I took it to a whole nother level. I'm talking about my DIY home services business. There was a time when people were like, oh yeah, you won't be able to do that stuff. You can't be successful at that. You're good at this, you're good at that. They're actually telling me what I'm good at. that may be the truth, but at the end of the day, I don't limit myself. I'm good at everything I set my mind on. So that's the importance of tunnel vision. So what I did, I got out, I studied, I learned, I practiced, I watched, I observed, and I figured, and I left myself open to being a student of life, a student of that moment and that task that was at hand. I was like, okay, I want to take in all this information. I'm going to start practicing it. I'm going to get better. I'm going to get better, and I'm going to get better. And that's what I did. I took a business that was once said that I couldn't do, and I turned it into something that I could do, and I took it a step further. Now I'm expanding on that. So DNY Home Services and Management LLC is not only expanding from home repairs, renovations, handyman stuff, it's expanding to, the real estate market. We're buying, we're selling, we're renting. Anything that's home is going to be under that DNY brand. Do nothing yourself. That's the entire brand. Do nothing yourself. My goal is to make that brand a one-stop shop for anything home related. I even put my mobile detailing business under DNY Home Services and Management because that is something that can be done at your home. We'll come out to your home and we'll detail your vehicle. Things like that. I was focused on doing what they said I couldn't do, and I did it, and I expanded, and I'm still expanding, and that's why I'm so focused on making sure that brand becomes successful. The website is up now, dnyhomeservices.com. I took something that some people may have felt as if it was impossible, and it's off and running. And yes, it is generating revenue. So it's one of those things. It's like, I challenged myself. I stayed focused. I didn't care what anybody had to say. I didn't care what anybody had to say about what I could do and what I couldn't do. Because I stayed focused, that tunnel vision, and I kept telling myself, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And not only am I going to do it, I'm going to expand. And not only am I going to be, the one to expand this business, I'm going to conquer it. These are goals I kept telling myself. I'm still setting them. So I'm not only going to conquer it, I'm going to make sure the revenue, generates to a point to where it has a life of its own. Now my goal is to make sure that this business is something that doesn't require me to do everything by myself. That it has the potential of being passive. Building a team, being smart about the moves that I make, and the business that we take in. I didn't care what anyone else had to say. I stuck to my tunnel vision. I stayed focused. Nothing shook my confidence. Nothing took me off course. I'm still on course right now. And even as I speak to you, I am doing business, for that brand. I am an entrepreneur, absolutely. But at the end of the day, I do respect that each one of my businesses, each one of my ventures requires me to give something to it. And each one of those businesses will have my 100% attention so they can be successful. Because at the end of the day, that's a part of my legacy too. I want to make sure I pass that along to my children and give them the option. They can do it or not. But at the end of the day, they can let it be passive and just, keep it going. Generational wealth is the goal. Success is the goal. And I'm not going to allow people to take me off course. It's happened before, and I was unhappy about the results of those individuals taking me off my course. You find yourself being unhappy if you allow people to screw with your belief system. You'd be unhappier if you give them that victory. I'm not giving anybody that victory. At the end of the day, I want to be responsible for what I do. I'm not going to let somebody suck the life out of me and, put me in a position where, I feel like they've won. I'm not going to give them that option. It's all about where I want to be. It's all about what I want to do with my vision. If I succeed or fail is on me. I'm not going to let someone else take that from me. No one should ever have the right to control your destiny. Have tunnel vision. Shut your ears off to that negativity. If they're not bringing anything positive to the table, shut them out. If it doesn't support your vision, then at the end of the day, it's not important. I'm not going to let someone get a W on me because they feel like, they stopped me from, believing in myself and believing in my vision. My vision is more important than what any hater has to say. Haters are going to live no matter what you do. So why stop succeeding right now when you have the opportunity to do great things? One thing about a hater is that they only have one success. And that one success is they don't ever lose energy with the hate. They never move forward. They're successful haters. No one cares about a hater at the end of the day. You should not. You should not care about their vision because they don't have one. They lack it. That's why they attack you. Keep that tunnel vision. Shut these people out. It doesn't matter what they think. Stay focused on whatever your task is. Whatever the duty you gave yourself, whatever the job is, whatever you want to be successful at, you make sure you maintain that tunnel vision because no one can ever take anything away from you except for you. It doesn't matter how anybody else feels. You have a goal in mind, shut your ears off to the negativity, put your side blinders on, go that one direction, and you knock it out the box. Then you move on to the next thing that has your attention. Whatever you have your heart set on, you can have it, but you got to be absolutely focused. Don't let anybody shake your focus. Don't let anybody shake your belief. Tunnel vision is very, very important to goal setting and goal conquering. So with that being said, have tunnel vision. Close out the idiots. Close out the haters. Close out the non-believers. All that matters is what you believe in. All that matters is what you want. Press through, press forward, and everything will be okay. I guarantee you that. All right, people, on to the next episode of Coffee and Convo. You guys have a good day. Thank you so much.